things like
Este sería 35.
skeleton. Is there something that you like to do mostly? What is your favorite theme?
Well, I like to do a lot of different designs because they give you people give you different ideas when they want something like these people. They told me they want these two gay guys on a guirnalda. We call this guirnalda because they go above the doors.
Oh, guirnaldas it goes.
Yeah, they usually paint. We used to paint it on top below the doors because they look really beautiful.
Yeah.
But now with this, you can put it on and you can take it off. That's the plan of this. That's why they have the hooks on the back. Just here. Okay, hook. And then if you get tired to see it, you can take it off and put another one.
It's like a sombrero with.
Well, this is a Katrina. This is a Katrina. Katrina has a big sombrero with flowers and really Mexican style.
Is it Katrina? ¿Cómo escribes?
Katrina?
Yes.
It's let's see, Katrina's.
Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. And it's guirnalda.
Guirnalda.
Es como G.
G-U-I-R-N-L-C-A. Guirnalda.
And that goes above the door.
Right.
So guirnalda goes above the door.
Right.
La Katrina is the skeleton kind of. Es como cabeza.
Yeah, and I have Fridas, I have gay guys, I have mermaids, boteros, I have a lot of different characters. If you require for something, I can make it.
Okay. The door that's saying
Yeah. I have another one with angels. Like the angel has we call him medallon.
Right.
That says drink wine and live longer.
Good.
Hola, Beverly Whalen, how are you?
I'm David Avery.
Nice to meet you.
I was gonna say now with the gay guys, has that been a demand in recent years?
See?
Yeah, and
We
as a matter of
designed it
fact,
last
she's
year.
the one told me that they
Oh.
want something like this.
We designed it last year.
They
Here.
came up with the idea, and I'm doing it, and I'm doing really
He's
well.
very
with it.
talented.
And it's selling. It's
Yes.
getting and people want it.
Well, I even sell to them all the time. They require for some, they take it to the stores and sell.
We were drinking last
Yeah.
year. We designed things. It was
So
fun.
every year they come up, and sometimes they give me a different idea, and I go and do it. And,
He's a real artist, so he really can do different things when you come up with it because
With one of these, how much work goes into each one?
how much work?
Yeah, how much
But like how long it takes to
Yeah,
make one?
yeah, exactly. Time and.
Well, if I just make one, it takes me probably like 4 hours. But to me, it's better to make 12 than just one.
Okay.
Because at 12 in one day, I can make 12 in one day.
Okay, right.
And it takes me sometimes maybe one day to make one. But when I do the first sample, it takes me one day to do it, design it.
Right. No. Whereabouts do you work out of? Are you in Guadalajara?
In San Miguel de Allende.
San Miguel.
San Miguel de Allende.
How long have you been doing it?
For 10 years.
How long, when did it start to get money? When did it start becoming very good business for you? Or very good, more than just a hobby?
Like around 5 years. Because 3 years it took us to start painting to find out for the people to get used to 10 because people, before this is where it was crazy to do something like this. People didn't take it like, but now people likes it. Everything is very, before they used to do it only like in paper mache, or they used to do it like cardboard, but now it's on 10. In 10 we can do a lot of things with it. You leave it? Floor. I hope I see you if you... Yeah. Okay.
All right, see you again.
Yeah, because this is metal, and this is everything done by hand. So I think in like a few years, this is going to be very powerful. Like right now, the cars made out of tin, now everything is made out of plastic.
Right.
Stuff like that, but something that's made out of tin, like trains, everything. So I think that this someday it might be.
No, your clientele, mostly, what percentage is Mexican? What percent?
Probably 70% more American. Well, I'll say now there's more Mexican than Latin. But very slow. But yeah,
It's a true services then, so it's, people don't appreciate what they have here.
And that's for any bleeding heart.
Tim, how hard
That's what I
pretty
need.
hard, but
Bleeding hearts.
because when you do something, it doesn't go away.
Right.
It's like when you just press something like routine, it's hard, but when you do it, it's gonna stay forever. And it's almost like a clay.
Yes, that's 85.
Adentro lleva una foto de Frida Kahlo o Virgen de Guadalupe.
I have a studio on top of my store where I do all the signs and then about the Photoshop.
Sí,
I have the
sí, buena
paint
luz,
shop.
¿verdad?
Okay, so they're made and then painted.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then all the way in the bottom is the store.
The store is where you sell.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say there's some other things here that you've got. You've got these mirror these
Nichos. It's called nichos.
michos,
Nichos,
M-I-C-H.
In.
In
Michos.
nichos.
Oh,
In
you've got in.
First, in, not in.
N-A. Nichos. And that's. What is the significance of those? You know, is that something that's something to me that's very traditional Mexican?
Well, some of them are like a church. You can see a father there. There has a little bells on the top. It's more like a very colonial. The tradition is to make it very colonial and funny. And some of them they're really funky because like this is more like folk art. And there's a lot of people they go for the folk art than the colonial. So there's a little of everything on the nichos. I do these ornaments. Okay. And
I was gonna say, where do people get your stuff? Do you?
Well, they usually take a while to know me because there's a lot of people they sell to a lot of wholesale and they go sell to the States and then these people they ask who I am and they don't tell them and then so they take them a long time to find me and then when they finally found me they're like, oh, that was you where I was looking for.
You're getting more direct client calls. I was gonna say my dad used to in Canada. He used to carve a lot and birds. And after a few years, people would just start phoning the house. And I said, I'm in town. I'd like to see your things. Is it a little bit of that for you?
Yeah, it's the same. When they go to San Miguel and then they look for me and when they see me, they're like, oh, I was looking for you for years and years. Finally, and we keep doing business now. It's like I went with Martha Stewart. I was on television.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah, on States with Martha Stewart.
How long ago?
That was in 2001, right before the hours.
Okay, yes.
She invited me to do a show with her, but I did something different than this. I did some luminarias, and we were working on TV, and she was asking me how I was doing it and all that stuff.
How did business go after that? I was gonna say.
Well, what happened
Was it a
with what happened is because it was the war. In those days, everything went down, and it was a little hard. And then what happened to her? She went to jail and stuff. But yeah, people there. I mean, after that, there was a museum in Detroit. They called me. And I was interested to be in the museum working, and there was going to get paid and sell my stuff in the museum. And I did. I went to the museum, and I did the show. I did the exhibition for a month, and then I came back. So it was great.
Oh, wow.
And then people, it looks like when I tell people that I was on Martha's Tour, they really get excited, like,
Yeah.
oh, you did. And
Well, with Monster, how did you find her?
I have a client that I sell to her a lot of ornaments in the States, and she has a website. And Martha Studio was going to do a show Christmas around the world. And she's like, and she was going to the internet to see these ornaments, and then she found them, and she asked this lady who was doing it, and she's like, well, there's a guy from San Miguel, he's doing it, and then she's like, well, I want to invite him to TV. Do you speak English? And she's like, oh yeah. So you think he wants to come? And she's like, yeah, give him a call. So that's how she. And then she called me, and I was like, oh yeah, right. And then, but yeah, it was pretty good. She was nice.
That's good to hear. I guess that's everything. Is there just I'm just noticing with the Day of the Dead stuff. Back in Canada, where I'm from, that's become not mostly popular, but it's part of the Halloween scene now. Is that something you're noticing for you?
Yeah, it's the same. It's becoming very popular because here is the Day of the Dead. And a lot of more Americans, they're very surprised about the Day of the Dead. They ask us, we don't even realize sometimes because we're from San Miguel, and I mean, I was born here, and I remember the Day of the Dead. And we used to do altars in our houses, and I don't even know what I was doing. But the American people, they found it more interesting to see our altars and why we put bread and beers to our loved ones, and that's how they see they was very interesting. So everything, all the skeletons and stuff like that Day of the Dead, they become very popular. And now that's how I do them because it's commercial.
Yeah. Does that bother you at all, or no?
Oh, well, no, it doesn't bother me because it makes my culture more stick up, like the Day of the Dead. We came from Mexico, not from China. Yeah, not from China, not from somewhere else. Yeah, so that's how I see it as very Mexican tradition. And very Mexican. Katrina, the Katrina is the same thing, Day of the Dead. And
Yeah. Okay. Now the no, sir.
It sounds better than I would say if I was just not,
Well, I've done some.
And then you went to the US?
When you're researching, right? And you
2 years old? You were 2 years old.
Researching the musician.
Nice.
And
the Jamie, I just had to get out. It was 1 year old.
it was
Yeah, you are 1 year old.
and it was
9 months. An academic year.
and I had paid attention to it. I just downloaded the file without I read it in English and I translated, I did the translations and gave it to her.
Is it true that you might not use these anymore? I think that's terrible. I think you should.
This article that was absolutely more.
We've got enough material in this volume.
And you have a project.
But I'm already in our
So I
process.
went back and I read it, and the translation, and it was
Any information is timeless anyhow.
maybe I just had that,
I
I
have
had never
teachers in the US that use
Oh, I love
it.
it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I believe you. It's a
well,
great
does he have a
idea.
shop? Because the article at the time that you wrote it, he had a shop. He has a gallery,
an art gallery, and it's a combination art
Just word of
gallery.
mouth.
Well, yeah.
He has
Our webpage, we still get about
it's not, this is art, it's
20,000
contemporary art.
a month.
Really?
Webpage.
Oh, that's great.
You know, people asking, like, where does Angel Santos live? Where
Is
does
this
Angel
book
Santos
still
live?
available?
Oh, yeah.
Where is he at?
Even
Where is-
as it is?
And these are all my old advertisements.
hard to
That's
find. I have a couple of
I
copies.
send them
Do you want to
to
sell one?
Boy, oh boy.
these guys. There was at the Codex Blues. True story. She wrote that.
Did you
You
really?
see, Monday Barcelona, that's her.
Ah.
Because the first 2 or 3 issues, I mean, we were it for writers. She had to change our name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is great. Straw mosaics. There's a revival. Bill Laney saves the straw mosaics. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
We have a remember in Houston, you might know her, Sheila Harrison. Do you know Sheila? Yeah.
She's a poker player.
Yeah, I
She
thought.
buys art like this if she's playing poker.
Well, see, I thought you would know her. Knowing Sheila, I thought surely you would know her. Well, have you seen her straw pieces?
Oh, she has.
I've been in her house.
Are they great?
Oh, these are really old, huge, like a Chapultepec castle in 1900. You know, I mean,
Will you trim all the way around it?
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Lady has two, he's collecting them too.
I don't know where he's gonna put it.
Gloves on it.
Oh yes, all my friends say my house is like a Mexican restaurant.
She sent me an email the other day. She never goes to anything that we have, but she joins every year. And she sent an email and said that she was going to go on our Day of the Dead trip to Pueblo, and that she was sending her money right in. So I don't know why that was something she wanted to do, you know, but they travel all the time now. They're hardly ever home.
That's why they don't put your.
That's why, yeah. And I sent her, she
Está
had a
filmando
liver
ahorita?
transplant,
Sí.
Lenore. A liver
Acercamiento
transplant.
de me pollo para atrás, ¿no?
She had a liver transplant, and she's a smoker and drinker. I'm surprised that they gave her a liver, but she had it, recuperated, and she doesn't want to miss anything in the world before she dies. And so I sent her a message because I hadn't heard from her in a while. I was worried about her, and I just said, "How are you and where are you?" And she emailed back 2 photos, and one was she and her husband on an elephant, and is friends somewhere in the world, and the other was she and her husband and some other people with the biggest anaconda I have ever seen draped around them.
No kidding.
Yes.
Well, she was.
So she was fine.
Enjoying her life.
Yeah, she was fine.
Get her a number 13, 14, and 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have full collection.
Boy, oh boy.
It's a new chingo here.
I'm gonna use some of your stuff. I'll give you credit in this book. I mean, the article for
Las panes.
These. I
That's a
want some
beautiful
of these
brand.
someday.
We did
You got.
a bunch of miniatures.
Oh yeah, the miniatures I've seen, but I mean I like these.
Yeah,
And
we
you
had a
take
whole
the
collection
mask
of-
off. You take the mask off and their faces really.
Yeah.
One of our
Oh,
collectors
they
has
actually
this.
have-
Yeah, they have faces. Aren't those great?
Yeah. Oh, those
We had a
masks are
collection of
great.
those, didn't we, babe?
Just
We had
great.
about 12 or 13 of them.
I like this guy right here.
Yeah, he's taking a crap right there on the,
That's what it looks like.
it's a piggy bank.
Is
It
it?
is?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like he's
Tonight, we wanted to take you to this auction where all the underbelly goes.
the underbelly.
The
We've
underbelly
got
and the
underbellies.
trade. Huh?
Yeah.
How late is it?
It's late.
Yeah. How late?
About 9:30 they start this stuff starts going on. All the chachareros, not antique dealers. They think that they're antique. They're chachareros.
Ah, chacharero.
A chacharero is like a junker.
No, it's cha-cha-cha.
No, it's chacharas. All my stuff in there, you call them chacharas.
No.
Chacharas. And so everybody's allowed to bring 3 things.
Oh, it's like,
And then
Los
the guy
Amigos. Yeah.
No, it's not like those Christmas. No, it's not at all. This is a special. This is like poker buddy kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
club that's not open to the public. That's just by invitation. That's this is unique.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You should
Old
come.
buddies, old buddies.
Old gypsies.
Like
Can we-
Roberto.
Yeah. Can you take a camera? Yeah. They did. That's
Could
back
we
in
leave
my-
whenever we wanted?
Oh yeah.
I mean, because
Of course you can. And the beauty of this is like here in Mexico, the auction's supposed to start at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
People don't come until about 10. They don't start till about 11:15. But they got a full bar and everybody's getting drunk. They want you to get
That's
drunk.
what I thought.
yeah.
They want you
Yeah.
to get, a buzz going so you can buy a lot.
Sure. And everything turns
So
beautiful.
I bought a whole bunch of nice. That's Thursday. It's every Thursday. This is going on for about 8 or 9 years.
So you bought a bunch of stuff.
Well, I bought one thing.
and And for this, we don't have El Anto Park.
What?
Let me show you what I bought.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show you what I
I
bought.
gotta see.
I'm proud of it.
Oh.
Esto.
Well, it's the eagle with the snake.
But which eagle is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
I thought it was a Porphyrian eagle. It's not.
It's not?
No, somebody else told me different, then I looked it up and then I saw what it was.
So I know it has one
It's
small.
a Maximiliano eagle.
Oh, really?
1865.
Is that something else? Look at that.
Well,
I
it
see.
says something right here. It says, it's got a name.
Peter Pater.
Patria.
Patria something.
Oh, yeah.
Civil.
It's,
Civil.
it's, yeah.
Red, blanc, red band. Look, it's Maximiliano. It's probably
Did
in
you
French.
read it? Were you able to?
Nope.
Did you notice it?
No. No, I just got it last week. I haven't had time to go to sleep. But this is the Maximilian eagle.
Isn't it?
It's from that period.
Is this Maximiliano? Like for a cherub? This is a cherub. This is a face. This is a tummy. These are little legs.
Well, it does. You're
And
right,
this
but the head is an eagle.
And this is a light bulb right here. It's a cherub, sure. Maxi, what was it? What would it be?
Well, it's an eagle head with a snake in it, but with a cherub
Oh,
body.
the kid's riding the eagle. He's got a-
Yeah, vámonos it says. Is it vámonos? Oh. No, this says.
Did you notice this?
Little baby. The little baby angel with the wings of the eagle. And this is not a cat. This is other kind of
No.
birch.
Looks like holly.
Yeah, or rosemary. Rosemary. See the baby? The little angel?
It's a chipayate.
You can't tell?
Dad cut little kid.
Oh, really?
Okay.
A rugrat. A rugrat. A rugrat, yeah. Yeah, I was wondering why you were saying Maximiliano with a Q in it.
No, but it is Maximiliano.
It is.
Yes.
18 what?
1865, 1845, 1865. Now, please, correct me if I've been told wrong, but this is much older than Porphyriano.
Well, yeah, I mean, would have to be that age. So what are you gonna do?
There's something here.
Salad, I guess.
No, it's not.
I can't hang on to anything. I mean, our collections are just not. I ain't buying anything anymore.
Sure.
I'm gonna become minimalist.
Sure.
I don't want my house to look like a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, that's great. No, he doesn't. Think of the sales.
It's sold in
You
him.
probably don't want to get rid
It's
of it.
sold in him.
I bought it.
So-
Yeah, we'll take it back this week. Let's take it tonight. No, you won't.
I paid 150. I paid 1,500 pesos for it. It was 1,000. She hardly ever goes. She's just like she loves it when nobody's here and she's behind the computer. And she just go on for hours and hours.
We went back to the hotel to rest before coming, and Lenore was able to take a nap. She got up at 5 this morning.
Well,
when
that's
we started
right.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not.
You
And I
never
sit
can
down
know
to-
what it's like to get up at 5.
Yeah. And so I sat down to see if I had any emails, and I was on the computer the entire time. Don't
Oh, well,
understand
love
that.
you guys to go yesterday.
Well,
I was shocked.
we didn't get that email, you know, I mean, the signal comes and goes. I just, so
It might be wireless, huh?
it is wireless.
Yeah, but they have the connections that come in once in a while to the hotel. And same thing with the telephone. I mean, it's very, very interesting system. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I like your tin work here. Yeah, I was showing you the tin.
Oh, it's
I like
great.
the big the woman. She's great. She's just great.
Oh, they are such neat pieces.
But we're gonna try to take orders, you know, because this was their display
The whole thing?
So, well, we bought
Pretty
sliders.
much, yeah.
We had one of each, so, and he was selling, well, he make taking orders from all the people.
I love
They
these.
come to
Yeah,
the,
he wasn't selling roaches.
Yeah.
And I
This is
was
what I
like,
do.
30 more.
You want 5 of those, I can make them more or less the same.
So instead of having to carry back the samples,
Yeah, it's always fun, you know, we'll buy
we'll
whatever.
take those on your hands.
Our hostess, when we went to the party, she came, she was going for Super Bowl. So I thought she was Super Bowl. And nobody wants to see us, but I want to see that Chivas. And she gave us this.
Okay, so got to do that.
It doesn't come out.
And how old do you think that is?
Oh, prendamos las luces de ahí.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely, yeah, that's Nayarit.
Nayarit.
He's probably either sick or
I
dead.
bet I can get it out. You don't
I
want to,
he's
but I
getting
can.
with it, it'll
I
be.
can.
He's dead, he's dead.
Still got dreams.
That's a funeral, that's a funeral
This
feast.
is a funeral, yeah, this person is, because that's
See,
what they do.
I got it out already. I'll put it back in.
Y el audio está llegando bien, sí.
Yo creo que sí. Por eso cerré la puerta.
Robert has very
Le bajé la música.
That's true.
¿Y qué tan más te puedes acercar?
It won't come out. It's gonna have
This is
Ándale, ándale, ahí, ahí, ahí.
elongated hair.
¿Quieres que las firme solo a ella?
Nayarit.
Yo porque estaba haciendo una toma abierta para que se le hagan los
It's not like the states that we have.
Bueno, pues ya al rato pañal.
Te dije.
No, 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 no.
Dije, toma tus llaves y me dijiste, llévatelas.
This is really wonderful. Oh, boy, you get your money for this. You don't want
It
to
was a
give,
gift I can't sell.
you don't want to give it away though. That is terrific, that little funeral thing. I think it's a male.
Nayarit.
Yeah. In the head. That is lovely. Oh, you must treasure that. Oh. That is beautiful. She did. She got it out.
You got it out?
No, she didn't really.
No, I didn't.
You're supposed to have the dirt in it.
And of course, these are Tlatelco. Hey, show and tell.
Ah,
That's the Cabo. I forgot when I got those.
You bought those from Anna.
I got these from Anna the first time. No, this is our collector friends. And her mom died and said, all this stuff, is it real? I said, but it was all just a bunch of little pieces. Some nice pieces. How much is it worth? Well, if you try to sell it to me, I'll tell you, I'll give you $500. But if you had it in the U.S. and you had it documented and you showed that it came in prior to 1968 and it's been in this collection and more people,
Oh, yeah,
and then okay, it's worth $20,000.
But you know what? I went to an auction not that long ago, I mean maybe a year ago, where wonderful pieces were selling for $200 to $300.
That's the reason.
The pre-Columbian market has dropped tremendously. They did, yeah, I mean, they just like really sacked the country and brought it so much up to the U.S. that it's flooded the market. They brought prices down tremendously.
They find them on something like, I don't know, if it's 5,000, what it was, you know, it's a state university. They don't have that kind of money. Oh, they were in deep water and the director seemed to fire. That's where our director came from.
Really?
I never put that together before. These are beautiful. Can't you see those?
Well, I bought a couple of pieces because I just couldn't believe it.
Oh, where was this auction?
It was at Simpson's auction on Main Street.
In
it was,
Houston?
In Houston. It was about a year
Well,
ago.
that guy sold a lot of my stuff.
Really?
A lot of it.
The
Back in the
little
olden days.
waistbands and they're great.
Oh, well, I'd never been to an auction before. It was my first and my last.
You don't like the auction?
No, I love it. I love it. I can't afford to do that. You know, I mean, and we just went in to just kind of see what was going on because it's across the street from our church. And so we went over after church just to see because it said they were having an auction. And we went in and we had such fun. We stayed all afternoon. Nice family. You know, unattentious little thing.
Yeah, duende.
They're great. I love auctions. We're so excited.
Yeah, but it's kind of like eBay.
Oh, it has a
I love
little
eBay, and I used to be
Oh,
on it
look.
all the
I
time.
did
But I've
see
just
the
been
face.
banning myself because I'm not working. It's not
That's
fair.
right.
I'm just, you know,
That's
this marriage works because I'm respectful of the fact that he's making the money, and I can't just sit at home and bid on
that's what the
things
guys always do.
willy-nilly. But I'd like to. And when I started, I don't want to lose. It's
Oh, they did some nice clever ones.
the same things in the shop. I would not spend as much money.
That's the
So it's
passion
not
of the auction.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Not one to lose.
One of the last things he did.
Well, that's what happened to him last
Really?
week.
Really?
He went to this weekly auction. It's an informal type auction. It's a bunch of friends.
And he's
They call
also,
it their-
he's doing
their
jewelry
social-
design now.
Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing jewelry, but he wouldn't show us his jewelry. He showed us
Everybody brings in a
some
few pieces.
Egyptian jewelry
But
that
he
he bought
just
for nothing.
had the bug. I mean, he wanted to
Yeah.
buy everything, and he would not let anybody beat him.
Oh.
This is, you know, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
French and so forth. But those were from, I think, Egypt.
Luckily, he doesn't do it too often, but.
But he
Yeah.
wouldn't show us his.
He's gonna have a big opening or something,
He is?
a big unveiling.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
wouldn't he show it to you?
I'm sorry, I was listening.
But he didn't show us any of his
Who he?
jewelry.
Oh,
He
poor
showed
Hank.
us all these clippings of beautiful nature that had disappeared, and we listened to this forever.
Well, he showed us three things, three pieces of jewelry.
But that wasn't his.
But
jewelry.
yeah, that wasn't his.
I don't know why. He's collecting all these things. I don't know if it's a book or what he's gonna do. But he's getting pretty shaky.
Well, you know, what? One man, I know with us. I know he's with us.
Yes.
I wonder if he held back on anything because I'm always there. That he might have showed to you personally. Who knows?
Maybe we
You
could.
only had one meeting with Wilma so far?
Yeah. It's he's a real talent.
I mean, she knows him well.
Yeah, I stayed at one of the apartments when I was renting.
Is it a 13 or was that a number 12? When we interviewed him? Okay.
Oh, you did an article?
That was 12. I think.
Number 12? Yeah, it's in this issue
He's
here.
real
Yeah, with the wax
interesting
figure.
to just listen to him, you know, but you can't keep him on subject. And
He wanders
and
and
he's
Well, he
very
wanders
negative.
around the square one always, but it's always so depressing. He's always always.
Sounds like me.
No.
That's, we figured out I got ADD.
Oh, you do not. You do not.
There it is. Except that we have committed a tremendous boo-boo.
Would you like to commit
What?
booze or?
Look, this is where we'll not. We have.
Oh, it is different. That's what makes it.
No te quieres, si no, no puedes entrar. Estamos entrevistando luminarios.
Illuminati.
What's the magic word?
Oh, I gotta see.
La palabra mágica.
How did you have
This thing is about this big.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, did he do this?
Yeah. Got all these skulls with.
Is that the one
Yeah,
that's
I did it.
at Ed's house?
Part of that. How old is this?
That's 76, 78.
He does more stuff.
Amigas televisionistas en Houston.
Oh,
bienvenidas. Top sales executives.
Susi, estás trabajando.
This is un plaque pague. I wish it was in color.
Very
Very art nouveau style.
Yeah,
House.
That piece that Jorge's that we were talking about, is that the one that Ed has at his house? Yeah.
He's had it for 2 years.
Yeah,
I
we
gotta
know
go
where
pick
it
up.
is, if you want it. You know, we know where it is.
And Ed's so clumsy, I'm afraid to have him move it any place, you know?
He is.
Just leave it and don't touch it.
I have two of these.
Like once?
Yeah, they're.
Hey, I bought it and I wanted this auction.
Oh, let me see it.
Let me see what I do. What is that? I hear you.
Mira, ¿qué es? Ella lo hizo así y lo hizo así. Es igual.
That was at the auction.
Es fórmula todo.
$6.
Pero lo que falta aquí es el nombre todavía. O sea, este es lo que
Sure, but
pero
it's so
falta el nombre.
late. I
O
don't
sea, esto dice pues que lo van a pegar o ver cómo es que quiere un mono con un
No problem. There's no signature, nothing added on.
Look at this, is that an exhibit?
That's
Ve,
precious. Look at that.
se lo usa así o lo cambia.
Okay.
Y el nombre, yo creo que algunas cosas que le lleva el diseño, ya me dice el nombre.
Okay. And you know, Jorge, I have that big one,
El
it has his face on it.
me interesa mucho, fui al Monserga, esa Monserga.
Why did you, I know
Es que
why.
se quedan cada revista que ellos me van a hablar. Igual que en Caminos quedan de hablar.
So this is what you get.
Está
I
encima
don't
de
know that. I don't remember
Pues
this.
a mí me está metido.
I don't think so.
It's
No.
not,
También.
No.
you know, there's a few dots there too.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that.
But this is Jose Bernabe.
Yeah.
Ya me voy otra vez porque
Yeah.
me falta dejar revistas en letra.
Look at this one.
Y me falta dejar directores para que
No, that's a milagro.
y ya no alcanzo a llegar
Ese
hasta
ya
allá.
es
Sí, ya.
This was at the auction last week also.
Sí.
This one
No,
is-
es otro. Sí.
No, no.
Pero es que no alcanzo a llegar hasta con las revistas. Se acaban antes.
I don't want to be in the
Yo fui a
camera.
trabajar y luego
Y el
vine
veterinario también.
al veterinario. Ah, sí, mañana voy para acá.
And then Ron Slaughter, rest in
Tengo que
peace.
agarrar todo de acá.
Oh,
Pero mañana voy a
Ron
agarrar
Slaughter, rest in peace.
I don't
Yeah.
want to put this in there. I don't know where.
That's all right. Yeah, I get
Yo
it.
como que quiero que lo presenten.
He always wanted the little whistles.
Oh, did he?
The little Santa Cruz, Santa Clara de las puertas.
Uh-huh.
The little
Oh, I
whistle.
have this one. This is mine.
That's yours?
I gave it to the university.
Did you really?
I regret it very much. I really regret it.
I know where that piece is.
Déjame tomar un vaso de agua.
When you go, I'll take you to the shop that has it.
This is on the cover of the Wilmot
That's
book.
right. That's right.
Yeah, this is that crackle thing. he
And
tried.
they only made 20 of them.
Did he?
What are they selling it for?
Some ridiculous price, like 25,000.
Oh.
I gave all that collection, you know, I gave it to UCLA.
Good for you.
Well, I wish I had saved the stoneware though. I saved 10 pieces in one burrito. And that's all.
You get a tax break?
Sure, what do you think? No, I came down. I said, I'll buy this. And so he gave me photographs and stuff. I took it to UCLA and I said, do you want this collection? Because I wasn't going to keep 1,500 objects is too much, you know? And, well, there
They're
was,
like Ruth Lechuga.
yeah.
You can't walk in her house.
I know,
Like this, you
don't,
what I
you don't
mean?
dare. But anyway, so, there were 3,000, and they had a strike in Mexico City, and it was on the dock, in the rain, during rainy season, for 3 weeks. And lots of the stuff was in cardboard, all that stuff. Half of it was lost. Half of it was lost.
No.
And it came into, we were in Denver at that time. I was in Los Angeles going back and forth. So it was in January. And there was an ice storm the night that it came in. And so I drove out there, you know, skidding around in all this ice and snow and everything. And here was this warehouse, and they had skip loaders that they were handling it. You know, so it was not well handled at all, either in Mexico or in the U.S. So imagine, just imagine.
I would file suit, definitely.
Well, what do I do? Come down and sue in Mexico?
Yeah. Who are you gonna sue?
Why was it in Mexico?
Because it was his collection. Yeah, he sold it. That's why he reconfigured the museum. But you know, every time he made any money, he was changing that all the time. You know that. Every time you went there, it was different. The factory was different. The apartment was different. It was really amazing.
I thought you sold the building. You didn't sell the building then? You
Oh,
sold
it's
it?
sold. But Arana bought and gathered together a group of citizens, and then they bought half of the museum. So Jorge had half of the museum. Then he finally sold it, and now he has an apartment for free there. That's where we were the other day.
Well, that was the deal, huh?
Yeah,
It
that
still
was
has
the
a little
deal.
cubby wall of apartment down the bottom, huh?
It's at the bottom. Well, it's up some stairs.
Yeah, it's up some stairs. It is up
Yeah.
some stairs. Yeah.
And
It's above the garage.
it's above the garage, but he always lived here. That's where he used to live with his mother. And it's okay. He doesn't ever want anything fancy.
No, he's happy with it. That's what he wants for himself.
Yeah, that's what he wants. He just
Yeah.
wants to make stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That's all. This was gorgeous, gorgeous. Black, wondrous, just wondrous. And this one I saw at the Everyone's Meyer. This one was
Who's Salvador Vasquez? No, the decoration?
no. This is too refined for me. You know, this was.
I bet she'd like to hear that. He's an A guy.
But yeah, he's nice.
Well, this was painted by Salvador Vasquez, the one on the cover.
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
what Wilma
it's-
said. That's
this
painted
one-
by Salvador Vasquez, yeah. Who do you think it's
That's a
painted
nice style.
Mateos.
Oh, you mean Antonio Mateos?
Antonio Mateos.
by? Sure.
Well, this
It's
doesn't look like
debatable.
Antonio Mateos either.
¿Y el otro?
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
Mateos.
Para más verte dos ya.
I don't know. I could be wrong too. But I don't know who would have painted it.
No, it's a bit
What he did.
No, it wasn't Jorge.
No.
In fact, he told us.
Oh, that it was Mateos.
He told us who it was. I'm pretty sure it was Jorge.
Ah. It's strange. Did you really see those faces? Did it look at all like Jorge?
No,
Didn't.
no, not at all. No, in fact, we weren't even sure. We had him at our place. We had another place in Argentina, close to here, and he was over, and I was really unsure that it was his work. And I asked him, and he said, "Oh, yes, it's good."
Really?
I did it, yeah.
Oh,
But it's-
so well,
It's,
yes.
yeah, so we
It's
know
definitely-
it's
yeah.
definitely his.
Yeah.
He remembered the piece. He did it in conjunction with two other artists, which I think is Antonio Mateos and I don't know the other ones. But it's grays and brick colors and dusty whites. Not cream, but almost like
Off-white.
gray white.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful work. It's really beautiful work, but it does not look like this one.
No, it doesn't. Nothing like that. Well, of course, this, you know, the cover is what you wanted. That's,
Yeah,
I mean, that Chinese glaze.
yeah.
Yeah, blue. And that's not Yum Yum Big Glaze either. This is,
Oh, this is a beautiful piece.
yeah, the shape is just,
Yeah.
isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
Really, well, I don't know why, but I guess the crackle ware is somehow to me it's very alive. And I can't tell you why. Why do you think?
I don't know, maybe it gives a feeling of age even though it's not old. A feeling of tradition maybe.
I think it's like a,
It has depth.
yeah, but to me it's sort of like a heart. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like a heart. And he was so, you know, he's been so preoccupied with death. And that life is fleeting. All his life is fleeting.
Isn't the story that vase that we're talking about that Ed has the ashes of his mother or something?
The ashes of somebody are, I don't think it's his mother, but it's a very good friend. It's supposed to be a funeral piece. They were put into the clay.
Oh, her ashes. I didn't realize that part. I thought it was
Is
contained
that-
inside.
The clay itself.
Yeah.
Because it's a huge piece. So it's not, it wasn't made as an urn. It was, the ashes were worked into the clay, so they're part of the piece.
That is it. I didn't know that. Well, now, what in shape was it? What shape? It was it.
It's that vase that's on the cover there.
Yeah, it's
This?
oval shape.
Now turn to the cover of that section. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
Oh, this has her.
That.
Yeah, it's,
I
it's
think this
oval.
is Jorge.
It's oval like this.
Yeah, it is Jorge's
Yeah.
piece.
A bathtub? No, it's just like, this is
No,
over.
the whole, it's oval, the whole on the top is only about this big around.
How big is it?
It's enormous, it's about this big.
That's for the spirit to go.
Okay.
This is Jorge. Look at his mustache. And he's trying to look real. He does.
A little bit, yeah.
Eyes.
No wonder he likes you, that's why.
Oh.
It takes him back.
Look at that.
Oh, they play together all the time.
That is. You've seen the picture of him with his skirt on?
Yes, I did see that.
I think that's great. And I was telling Kathy that when we were in Southern India, in Sri Lanka just recently, this fellow from New York had just seen a show of manuscripts. All the cultures all over the world, and I think it's like that. And so he went and he was very deaf. And he went and he had one of those Indian skirts and everybody loved him for his sense in India. And it just looked very wonderful. And I got, the guys are jealous. This is, I regret giving this away, but, I mean, since our house was too small. We had it in 2 basements in Denver, that's where we came in, and in our little condo. And all in our garage, I had shelves for all of them. And, it was just, our house was just full. And, we couldn't put the cars in the garage, and it would snow and everything myself. And it just got, it was just too big a dose. Yeah. So I was, and then when we shipped it, we lost some of our things. This was a private shipper. And we had a beautiful Korean scroll. People giving him
Kathy,
Korean.
we're on for tonight, right? Lenore?
I mean, I'll do it if you want
But
to,
we're
but
being
I wouldn't
picked up
do it
at-
for
If
myself.
you get tired early, then we'll just pick up and leave.
Okay, because we're going out with Anka Santos all day and interviewing, and we're going to be working all day.
Well, this would be like working too.
Yeah. But it, I mean, I'm with you, so don't look at me.
Yeah, it's your call.
If it was my call, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I would, yes, if it started at 8, I would do it in a flash, no questions asked, but I will do it if you want to do it, because we can sleep.
No, I'll call him, and I'll tell him to get it going earlier.
Oh, sure,
Oh,
I'm sure that
yeah,
would work.
right.
That would work. Yeah, in Mexico that works.
Hey, I have influence. This is the character we're going to go see. Okay. His name is Ramon El Russo Alvarez.
And Russo, see, I read that article.
He's,
Oh.
I think Basurto's in here too. Heraclio Farias.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I
the
read
one that
this.
put, yes, this is the one that they gave
He
you.
was the first one, he really
To
posted.
industrialize it.
And he went to Paris, and he went to the University of Chicago.
And this is the flag that Lee Park, you let you
Lee Park, who is that?
he's the guy that donated this flag back to Mexico.
Oh, I knew you'd told
Oh,
us
I
something
read about
it.
that in the LA
Yes.
Times.
You heard about that, really?
That was, yeah, that was a nice gesture. I mean,
Oh,
really.
yeah.
I hope it sets an example. Of course, I took all those things out of
Out of Mexico.
They're in a museum and they're
Yes, they're
if you
sad
guys-
forever.
They
If
wouldn't.
you guys go, I'll invite Lee Park. You know, he's been living here now for 7 months. He sold his tobacco company for like $110 million.
Oh, my gosh.
Clark has the Faria
all the dead Americans that smoke cigarettes. What a name.
You don't smoke.
Yeah,
none for
not
Kathy.
at this moment.
She gets-
Oh, she gets anxious.
Hey, where's the number 14, darling? I think
Listen,
it's,
she gets anxious if I have tacos.
street, that's the best place to eat them, in the street.
No, she doesn't. We eat the same kind of stuff.
It's not in here. Did she give you a number 13? A number 14?
Right there.
Oh, I got some.
Yeah, well, this is the continuation of, there's a one right there. An auction right there. That's not back in 1993 or something like that. Here, that's the Commodore. That's it right there.
Oh, sure. That's where you go?
We're going there. We'll get you a lot of coffee there.
We don't drink coffee.
No
I
kidding.
mean, water's it.
No kidding.
Is that disgusting?
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
okay, let me ask this question. Is the smoke filled room?
No, it's in a patio.
Oh, well, that's good to
There
know.
are people smoking, but it's in the open
It's in the
air.
open air.
Yeah. There's no roof, it's a patio.
I don't know. I mean,
But there are smokers there. I don't. I won't smoke.
Well, no, that doesn't matter, but I mean, I just wanted to know, if we were in some small room and everybody's smoking, I would just say, hey, I can't handle that. But yeah, that's not,
All right, so we're going?
no. It's Lenore's decision, I'm with her, so it's
I'm just trying to figure out, how we're gonna do all those interviews in the morning. And we're gonna be picked up at 8:30.
Oh, well, if we're gonna be picked up at 8:30, I didn't remember that part.
Oh, yeah. We
I
have a
thought-
meeting with Uncle Sonny. And, we're gonna go and see his Martin, Martin.
Which one do you need to see?
It's just
Some very
Martin.
old man named
And then Jorge's setting us up for, there's this guy who's a wholesaler, he had a big shop in Tlaquepaque. And he knows the era, antique toilets and so on. So we're gonna go photograph him, talk with him,
And
Did you
see,
get any insight on Marcelo?
Julio Cero. Yes, did you see the animals up in his museum? And the horse he's clicking his leg, and it's perfect contortion. I mean, those are perfect bodies. They're small, they're delicate, they're wonderful.
Is it Angel Santos collection?
yes,
Upstairs.
and they're lightweight, you think
And
they're
they're-
made out of paper.
And it's a glazed view. Jesus Acero. And not the big, not the molds, those, ungainly ones that, but these are, and the faces are great, just faces, beautiful. One is this big, one is this big, he has 4 of them. And I would love to, because, yeah,
You gonna go in your book?
I want to put them in the book because I'm going to have a section on animals. Because the animals are so lively, like you have
I should be in there.
over there, animals.
Animal!
Yeah.
What's
Wild
the name
animal.
of, what's the book name called?
Urge to art. I named it that, and we were at this meeting, and everybody just looked around, and they smiled, and they just sort of chuckled a little bit, and they said, "That's the name."
Well, yeah, it is perfect, because the idea is that
It's
the
art now.
collectors want it to be viewed by other people as art and not just craft, and the name's perfect for that.
So it'll be
Came
that,
from Earth,
and it'll
it's
be
clay.
the pottery painters. I'm not going to say ceramics or anything like that. Pottery painters, talking about 1920 to 1960.
They call themselves decoradores, decorators.
Oh no,
Yeah, that's what they call themselves.
they call themselves?
Decorador. Decorador.
Oh, they're artistas.
Did you notice
Yeah.
Professor Chema, every time he would look at one of our photos, then we brought photos of the pieces some of the pieces that had been selected, and he looked at them and decided who painted them
Oh,
and
it's
when.
so cute.
And he didn't say, so-and-so made this. Every time he said, so-and-so painted this.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
and also,
So the woman do the molding and the.
no, they do the painting, they're the best painters,
The
and they,
women do?
but nobody ever knows. Amado Galvan, sister, Micaela, did all the fine painting. Amado Galvan did. And Professor Chambers, mother, and his father was a farmer, mother was a painter, and she did really beautiful work there. And I mean, we have some who says the women has a real painters. They have it. As I said in his book. And it's
Do you
true.
recognize any of the potters in this book?
This book,
That's called He Who Souls.
I know, I've been looking at it.
I saw this.
But they never printed them in German, obviously.
I know, but that's Cole.
They haven't called.
Helmut Cole, yeah, I know. He was really down. I was like, and then I went to the center, this was about 5 years ago. And he was down now. He had a little, reading place, gallery. You probably saw it. And it was in Guadalajara.
Well, he has a gallery now, it's called the Bridge of, Contemporary Bridge of Art.
I don't
¿Cómo
know.
se llama la galería de Helmut Kohl? Haus der Kunst.
They're Kunst.
Haus der Kunst.
Ah. Thousand.
But you know, it's not really, it's a gallery, but he has.
I was telling them that
Entertainment.
this guy is does
tequila and beer and
art,
everything.
Oh, he does
live
music.
music.
You don't have to have a license here.
You're supposed to.
Oh, yeah.
No, but they don't. Ay, ay, ay. He had a tree of life. It was a miniature. It was this big.
Oh, yeah. He showed it to me, yeah.
He sold it to you?
Yeah, he showed it to us.
Oh, because I wanted to buy
But
it.
we got that one instead. That came from his collection. That tree of life.
Oh, we bought that at the same time he showed us a little teeny tiny one.
Yeah, but that looks like from Edinburgh.
That's not the thing.
Oh, I thought you meant, well, this was from the son of Castillo.
Yes, I remember.
Did you see it? I have never seen anything like that in a tree.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
You remember it?
7.
He wouldn't sell it. No, he wouldn't sell it.
He wouldn't. I tried to buy it for
We did too.
I tried really hard. I mean, it was very provocative and nice and everything.
Hey, are you familiar with Martini Barra's clay virgins?
Yes,